Welcome to the Protein Bros podcast. On today's episode, we have a very special guest in Christian Miles. He is a natural IFBB pro, and he is the originator of the viral trend, Boy Kibble. We talk about what it's like being a young, influential person in the fitness industry and his goals for one day stepping on the Olympia stage. It was a great episode. We talk about a lot of different topics, and it's one that I think you guys are going to like. So let's get you to the show. Not prepared.
Yeah, you could tell we were like, what do we do now?
Oh, yeah.
We had pallets of water, dude. I was going to Target to buy all the water out. I went through 3 pallets of water. We did the math. It was over 16,000 bottles of water.
Jeez.
But we were
Sold out.
not prepared. Like, we should have had some barricades. We should have had a better organization for the line. But by the time we realized that, it was too late. We were already in the shit.
Yeah, I think that was the big thing because, like, Hani, yes, he's very popular in the industry. I just feel like we just didn't understand how popular the Trent Twins were.
Right.
Because they are pretty much known
Which,
globally.
to give them credit, they told us that their manager was like, hey, what kind of security do you guys have?
Yeah.
And I remember thinking like, we got this. We've done quite a few barbecues. They're like, I think you're underestimating how many people are going to show up. And we definitely were. There was like people from Nebraska and
He's like,
all over.
You're going to sell every single Farrell product in your store.
And we did.
It was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was wild, dude.
Anyways, if we could go back in time, we would definitely have like some barricades and we'd have a process to move through people meeting them that was not just like
we had a process. It just
bum rush.
It was unfortunate that everybody was able to take advantage of it. People just
Yeah.
walking up to the line and standing there.
Yeah, I remember, like, you guys, like, announcing it, and I was like, wow, you guys really got, like, some big influencers that are coming in.
Right.
And I remember being in the line because I bought, like, the Farrell product, and I was in, like, the Fast Pass line.
Mm-hmm.
I was literally having to, like, navigate people as I was, like, inching closer to them.
You were probably like mushing people's face out of the way because you're bigger than everybody.
We had like 6 people on staff around it, and I remember them like everybody just like screaming at the top of their lungs, like, "Get back!"
It was
Get back.
Kai Nelson trying to part the sea. The whole time.
Yeah.
Huh?
Bro, we had a handful of people on the backside. That was the other part of it. Was like people were just like swimming in around the back of the tent.
Yeah.
To like get a closer look and just be closer to them.
No, yeah, like Kai was literally like waving at me in the line. He was like, "Hey, can you like scoot these guys?"
Can you be our employee as well and push people back?
I was a temporary S2 employee that day.
There was a point where me and him were on the roof and we were looking down and we were just like, what are we gonna do? And it was just too late by that point.
Yeah.
One of our good friends, Lexi Johnson, she's with Lexi J Wellness, if you know Lexi J Wellness. Mm-hmm. Shout out this hoodie I'm wearing. And she was one of our special guests and like led a workout before the barbecue.
Yeah.
She was standing up on the roof next to me. She's like, "Well, shoot, I feel like nobody's even." I'm like, I don't need to be like meeting anybody because no one's here for me, man. She was like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah, I remember.
It was like Taylor Swift fandom.
Oh, yeah.
For two, honestly, very kind, very nice, good dudes. We spent a lot of time with them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like they were. Yeah, it was really cool seeing them. Like they were very down to earth. I could tell like by the time I got there, they were pretty tired of like meeting people.
Yeah.
But it was a really cool experience.
When Mike called it, in my head, it was like one of the worst business decisions we ever made. Was when Mike called it. I was like, dude, if you guys want to call it, like that's cool. But like we said, everybody at this point of the line, we're not gonna let anybody else in it. But if you're in the line right now, you'll get to meet them.
Gotcha.
Right. And so when Mike called it, because he was just feeling sick and tired, he was outside, getting overheated. He's like, "Man, I'm done." And we're like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Dude, I'm done." And his manager was like, "Dude, don't be done. This is not good." He was like, "No, I'm done." And I was like, "All right, it's on you guys. Like, if you guys are saying you're done." So we went down to the line. We're like, "Hey, everybody, sorry, they're done, blah, blah, blah." Handed out waters. And, everyone's like, "Man, I guess that's it. Like, sorry guys, like they can't go on, blah, blah, blah." And I thought in my head, like, well, they said they can't go on. how could we be in trouble for this?
Yeah.
And then we just got crushed by a handful of people.
Yeah, I remember seeing the reviews about it after the fact, like saying
People that are like don't even live in the same state as us,
Yeah,
leaving us a
it was-
Google review.
yeah, it was definitely a little insensitive because like I think a lot of people just underestimated how like many people were going to be there.
Yeah, if it wasn't a ticketed event.
Exactly.
So yeah, you have no idea what to expect. But it was pretty wild.
Maybe that is a good point. That's what we should do next time. Is if you have something, we're bringing in people that we're not exactly sure how many people are going to show up to see them. We sell tickets to meet them.
Yeah.
That kind of goes against our ethos of the barbecue, though. Our barbecues have always been just a celebration of the culture, celebration of the community. And if we start getting into the business of selling tickets, it's like, well, now what are we doing? We're
Right.
kind
That's
of going
fair. Yeah,
against
I
the
definitely understand that.
So
yeah.
let's say we sell a ticket for like $10, right? And it's like we give $10, or $20 worth of like goodies or whatnot to the people that come in and buy the ticket. But it just lets us know how many people are coming.
Yeah.
It's really what we want. Because if you say you're coming and you don't pay any money, well, then you have no reason to actually show up if you said
Yeah.
you were coming, which is
That's
the
true.
fear, right? So if we make it free and just say, click that you're going to come, well, we don't really know you're going to come. But if you pay for it, maybe you would.
Yeah, it's definitely a slippery slope, especially when you have people that popular in like the realm. So
Who would you think is the most popular athletes in the fitness space, bar none, like period?
outside of Trend Twins.
outside of the Trend Twins,
And would you have put them at the top anyway?
of course, like I would say like Chris Bumstead, like Sam Sulik, those guys are definitely like at the top. One dude that I personally enjoy the most, a guy named Christian Ricketts, Swole Ricketts. He went to my college for his last year of his master's degree, and I kind of got to see him turn pro and see him doing a lot of cool stuff with Gymshark, and now he's like in Texas doing some crazy stuff. He's one of the dudes that I like really see as like I want to. Yeah, exactly.
It's truly inspiring.
Yeah, he's a really inspiring guy. Like that's one of the reasons like I really wanted to push my career in bodybuilding.
Dope, man.
What is it about him that you like comparatively to other athletes?
He's just
What makes him more approachable, I guess?
he's just a super down to earth guy. Like I remember seeing for the first time at Iron House, and I was like, holy crap, it's like really him, because he has like I can't remember how many followers he has, but he has like so many followers on Instagram, and like so many people know him around campus at Mizzou. Yeah, like over 300K followers. And I was like, holy crap, like, what do I say? So I just came up to him. I was like, hey, I'm a big fan, and it's really good to meet you, man. And he came in with the same energy. And after that, after seeing him at Iron House, he was down to earth. He was always saying what's up to me. He was always saying hi to everybody that was willing to greet him at the gym.
That's pretty cool, man.
That's a subtle flex right there.
Is Sam? He's doing the Arnold.
Yeah.
Was he lean too early? Think he came in too lean too early? This is the chatter online.
I'm the last person to really talk about when it comes to standards. I'm kind of just a robot when it comes to this stuff. A better person would definitely be my coach, Will Moxley. Like I said, I'm pretty much a robot when it comes to bodybuilding. If he sees me as not lean enough, I'm just like, okay, I'm not lean enough.
Yeah.
If he sees me like in the off season is like too fluffy, okay, I got a little too fat in the off season,
Right.
So,
Has there never been one time though where Will sent you, some kind of critique or edit, and you were like, "You really want me to do that? Like, you really want me to increase these carbs, or you really want me to, decrease this amount of calories or this much cardio, etc."
It's definitely like when it gets really close to competition, I think I'm there. 'Cause I remember I was sitting at like 202 pounds in my last prep, and I was like, okay, cool. I think we're stage lean now. He was like, okay, we're gonna up cardio and we're gonna do low days for a week straight. I was like, okay. So that led me to going down to about 195 pounds, and that was like my true stage weight. So it's like he told me like in the beginning of my bodybuilding career that the stage weight that you think you have, it's about 10 pounds lower than that.
Man, there's a cool clip going around of Dorian Yates talking about this. He's like, I always knew, because he's English, I always knew that, when I'd show up at a show who was in shape, and I didn't have to see them take off their hoodie at all. He's like, I just look at them in the face, and if they didn't have sunken in eyes, I knew that I was going to beat them.
Yep, I remember that clip. It's the death.
Your British accent is.
I just dropped it. I dropped it when I realized I wasn't going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I noticed that. But yeah, I remember.
Bro, come on, man. Come on, dude. You don't have to get up. You don't have to be on Jeff's side on that. Well then, Pulpy. All right,
Yeah.
sorry.
Poppy?
Isn't that
Now we're what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah, dude.
I'm glad you knew that right off the top of your head. Anyways,
But yeah, I remember I had a pretty bad death face when I was in prep. Like my cheeks were all sunken in. It was just like literally just a outline of my face pretty much.
right. That's how you know you're ready, man.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of stage, though, I feel like every athlete has like a first, like kind of like welcome to the show stage moment where they were like, it just didn't go as planned or didn't go as expected. The music didn't play right during a pose. Or like the lighting was trash. Yeah, something. Tell us your best stage story, or if it's your first or a different one, but just your best on stage, oh shit moment.
Oh man, I don't think I've had like an embarrassing stage moment. I think it was I think the closest one I can definitely get is when I like won my pro card and I was holding it up. One of my buddies, Tim Klein, he's a fellow IFBB pro. He was telling me like, I know you just won the show, but you still have to like flex when you're holding up the sign. So like I was literally fully relaxed, unflexed, and it gives me like the most unflattering. I have the most unflattering picture of like when I hold up my IFBB pro card. Yeah, like I'm fully just relaxed. My quads aren't flexed at all. Abs aren't flexed. Like it's just the most unflattering. Just view.
Holding
I
it like
love
a
it.
trophy, like anything else you'd ever hold as a trophy, you know?
Jeff, would you say that physique's unflattering?
Yeah, it's funny though. I mean, like, yeah, dude, like the greatest after photo.
Dude, oh my God.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
This is the difference between bodybuilder and normal people.
The
No,
mindset.
it was crazy. I got a bunch of like negative comments on that post saying like, oh, so they're just giving IFBB pro cards to everybody now. I'm just
Oh
like,
yeah,
all
dude,
right.
these are just like handing out like pamphlets.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Some guy just ripping that off in
know
his
what?
parents' basement. Look at this
It's
guy.
you know what I feel like is like the comments section now more than ever is like so polarizing one way or the other. Yeah, Buddy Goonda's way to a pro card.
Click on that guy's
And then
profile real quick.
And then it puts
Click on his profile.
and then it says well deserved.
Oh, dang it, he's jacked.
No. Is he though?
His first, that first picture of him was
Yeah,
jacked.
is that actually him?
Yeah, I don't
you know what I
know.
mean? Where it said Jim. But all that to be said, dude, I feel like the comments are like either like all positive. Like there's times where I'm like watching a post and I'm like, oh, I got to go to the comments. People are gonna be like tearing this person apart.
Yeah.
And it's just like nothing but positivity.
No, yeah.
I'm like thrown off by it. Like I haven't seen as much. It's like either everybody's just throwing grenades or everybody's just like, let's just be unbelievably positive here.
No, yeah, and like I really don't listen to a ton of the negative comments anyways. It's a kind of a part of it as being a very low tier influencer, I'll say myself. But I was
Dude,
like
the inventor of Boy Kibble. You're gonna
Kibble.
call yourself a low level, bro? Your story was on Fox News.
yeah, that was crazy.
Can we talk about this for a sec?
I didn't think it was gonna be on there.
bro. You invented the Boy Kibble trend.
Yeah.
How did this start?
I literally
Bring
just
it back up, Luke.
I literally just posted a video. Yeah, that's the video.
Let's watch the video together. Oh yeah, we can watch this one. That one's good.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Boy Kibble over girl dinner. This is the original. And
It's 8 p.m. and I'm raw dogging some 93.7 ground beef. We're not the same. Y'all may have grilled dinner.
shout out Hendy being the top comment we see.
Yep, mid Zeke.
8 p.m. and I'm raw dogging some 93.7 ground beef.
What does that say about our culture where it's like, look at this weird guy that's eating
It's been so
protein and
Crabs in the bucket, dude.
Right.
As a
Ooh,
society.
so strange.
That's
Is that
why
not?
Side note, I'm surprised. Like, this is the closest I've gotten to Goob's page. I thought he was going to make a video about my quad, to be completely honest.
Really?
In a negative way?
No, not in a negative way. But, like, I remember somebody posting a comment on my on one of my posts. He was
You
like,
do have a crazy quad sweep. Pull
Yeah.
it up.
Yep, the good old
Holy
quad
hell,
sweep.
dude. Holy hell.
Yeah, that's my trademark right there. That's where kind of the Quadzilla name comes
I
into
mean,
play.
bro, unheard of. And hamstrings.
Yeah.
Not getting nearly the love you get on the quads. The hamstrings are crazy too. Glutes are crazy too.
Yep. Well,
Yeah,
one
look at
thing
it.
we'll do is get you conditioned.
What'd you say, Kyle?
No, I don't want to hear you comment on another man's glutes in my presence again.
Kyle taught me how to do that.
You know,
You can say shredded glutes.
No, he says
shredded glutes, but you
Dude,
don't go down the.
his strider-
You don't say nice glutes.
He's like,
You don't say nice. It's
he goes-
shredded. Those are shredded, bro.
he goes. He's like, oh yeah, dude, he's gonna win. He's got those striated glutes.
Yeah,
dude,
I'm like, he's lean. Those glutes. They tell you the
You didn't
picture.
say he's lead. You say
Yeah.
striated glutes. That's gonna bring the win.
Well, you know that's what's up, but you don't say nice glutes. Nice glutes are like on a girl.
it's fine.
You say nice glutes.
You just go up to a girl at the bar.
You tell
"Hey,
Kim
nice
that
glutes."
girl's got nice glutes.
She's
Got
a
some nice
fitness chick. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I've been married for 10 years, so
Girl's got
Been out of the game for a while.
Yeah.
real nice glutes on her.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard stop. I don't know what to talk about now.
I think it was back on the boy kibble, but
boy,
Yeah.
kibble.
Goob specifically coming at you with the quad sweep. No, you said he was gonna. You were worried about him.
yeah, I thought he was gonna
Making it-
try to make a video about like photos like that I photoshopped the quad or anything like that, which would have been cool because I remember seeing a comment on one of my posts. He was like, "I'm surprised Goob hasn't made a video about your quad sweep."
Have you met Goob?
Never met Goob.
Super nice guy. Yeah.
He seems like a really genuine guy.
Him
Like,
and his girlfriend Kate were on the show.
I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yep,
Like
there it is.
he's a. I mean, I would call him like a legitimate good friend now.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. My wife and his girlfriend are really great friends too.
Really, yeah.
But yeah, dude, like one of the best dudes you'll ever meet. Honestly, like
Yeah.
you just like can't not love the guy when you meet him. He's so great.
Yeah, for sure.
If you
My whole thing was when I first met Goober, I saw his page.
you just call him Goober.
I said Goob,
The Goob man.
the Goob. But when I first met him, it was like his whole shtick was calling people out that were like
Yep.
editing their photos. I'm like, wait, there's people out there that don't understand that like social media is heavily curated and edited all the time. That
All
was like the
times.
most shocking thing to me. I'm like, whoa, like they've been, airbrushing and photoshopping,
Oh, yeah.
muscle mags forever. And now it's just on the internet. So
Yeah, and that's kind of what my niche was when it came to bodybuilding. Like, I remember Will was always talking to me, especially with like check-in photos. He was mainly wanting to kind of get my physique in like the worst way possible. So that's what I would post on Instagram. And a lot of people like with my check-in photos on Instagram, where like I would post just me fasted.
dude, is that quad sweep on the other side too?
No. The quad sweep on my right leg was from a surgery that I had in 8th grade.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I was playing football. It was like the second to last game of that season, and I tore my ACL. So the regular procedure that they do for an ACL tear, they usually just drill through your growth plate and replace it there. But I was only 13 at the time, and I still had a lot more
To grow.
Yeah, I still had a lot more to grow. So they took my IT band on the side of my right leg, and they kind of stretched it down and replaced it there. I don't really know like the specifics of it, but then like once I started doing rehab, we kept seeing that my quad was protruding out, and my mom was like really concerned about it. We talked to my physical therapist about it, and he pretty much came to the conclusion like, hey, if it's not hurting, like just go with it.
You're good to go.
Yeah, we're
So
good.
go back to that photo, Luke. So you kind of have like a Marvel superhero origin story here with the torn ACL.
Exactly.
Do we talk about like, dude, I literally have like the superhuman quad.
Yeah, I've been having like when I
How
started,
much do you have to explain yourself on that?
Oh, I've had to explain it so many times. Like, even when I started working, started working with Caleb Blankenship at
Yeah.
Body Shop.
Yeah,
he
shout
was
out
like,
Caleb.
He was like, dude, you should just tear the other leg out a little bit.
He's like, exactly what was this surgery? And then
If
he
you
goes
could-
in and gets
yeah.
it himself.
Right. Like,
Exactly.
I was like, damn, dude, I wish at 13 they would have just torn your other one at the
Right.
same time.
Exactly. I've been having so many people say like, oh, well, what was the surgery you got? And I was like, dude, this is gonna start a trend of just people tearing their ACLs and trying.
In the
to,
bodybuilding
band
world, they're
stretch.
probably like, do you throw synthol in that thing or what we got
Dude,
going on here?
the amount of comments that I've had that have like, bro, you need to stop injecting your
Yeah.
quad, man.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Like when you just don't know when to stop. Jesus. Well, dude, I mean, all this, not to take not a shred of the hard work that you've done to get that pro card away. I don't want to like spending more time on the surgery aspect, dude. 2 years of just hardcore trying as hard as you can as far as bodybuilding goes, but you had been lifting for at least a decade, you said.
Oh yeah, like I was lifting athletically for around like I want to say 7 to 8 years before I got into bodybuilding at all. I remember when I started lifting at 13, doing like the football workouts and conditioning. That's where I kind of got my start. Then I worked out with my dad a bunch. He was like an old school lifter. I literally would have like my notebook and we were writing down all the weights and stuff. And then I was kind of just lifting like anybody else would in the gym. And that kind of made me really stiff when I was playing baseball. So like my athletic trainer was basically telling me like, hey, you're really stiff on the baseball field. So let's like really lean into the athletic side of things to kind of loosen you up and just make you a better overall athlete. Because right now you're not a bodybuilder, you're an athlete. So I really leaned into that up until my sophomore year of college, and then I hung up the cleats, and that's when like I really transitioned into the bodybuilding world.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, did you expect yourself to become a pro this early on?
Oh no, I didn't. I had aspirations of it. I was just seeing so many of the people that were competing in the show, the Ben Weider show that I was competing in. I was like, these are freaks in nature, and it definitely made me nervous that I wasn't like pro level, but I just trusted trusted my coaches, and just trusted my support systems just overall.
How far are you trying to take the bodybuilding thing?
I want to go to the Mr. Olympia. Like everybody else does, but I see like a bunch of the IFBB pros that I've been around, seeing like Jason, the owner of Flex Fitness, shout out to him. I see the work that he puts in, and then placing like top 10 in the Mexico Pro, I believe. And that's just really inspiring. And just kind of seeing that people that close are around me competing at a high level like that, it's motivating. And I want to kind of achieve that level as well.
When you, I think this begs the obvious question. So you're an IFBB natural pro, and you're talking about going to an IFBB pro Olympia stage where, you can blast as much gear as you want, and that's totally up to you. You know what I mean? As far as
for sure.
If you truly like weighed those options as far as like how far you want to go with that. Cause I mean, we had one of the most raw, one of my favorite podcasts we've ever done. Luke's already nodding because he knows what I'm talking about. We had Ty Schumann on, Ty? Ty Jordan. Sorry. He changed his name.
Yeah.
legally.
Ty Jordan. Yeah. Ty Jordan.
So, yeah. Ty Jordan. And Ty's like one of my favorite people.
Yeah. For sure.
He's one of the most articulate speakers. I love talking to him. We got to have him on the podcast again here soon.
Sure, yeah.
It's episode number 26. Thank you, Luke. He has it off the top of the dome. Impressive. But like, dude, it was like he had just gotten done with a show, and it couldn't have been like better timing to have him on because it was so raw.
Yeah.
He had just come off a show where he had done like a 20-week prep, and it just did not go the way that he thought it was going to go. And it was like, he's just basically processing out loud on the mic.
Wow.
Just like, yeah, I have to really weigh about like how many years I want to shave off my life if I'm going to keep going with this.
That's fair. Yeah.
And, he's like, I've dedicated so many years to this, and dude, shout out to Ty because he's still grinding, and I know he's bringing something super impressive this year, and I'm excited to see him.
He does look
cheer
freaky
for him.
right now.
He looks great.
Yeah.
But man, him just the live processing, the rawness of it was one of the best episodes. But I don't know if you thought about that, because when I see him and then I see you at 22, and you're like, man, I want to chase that too. It's like,
No, for sure.
Yeah. How have you weighed that?
There's definitely some influence, especially in social media, to like go the enhanced route early on, but
the most influence. It's crazy.
No, it's insane. Like seeing 17-year-old guys like just blasting trend and like going to the hospital and like literally tanking their testosterone levels. It's insane. My mom's gonna hate the answer that I give, but I definitely, to achieve that level, there will eventually be a plan there. Not right now, not anytime soon, because like you guys said, I'm only 22. I really don't need to push the boundary because I still have a lot of room to grow, because it's literally my second year of first year professional bodybuilding, second year of bodybuilding in general. So there's just a lot more I feel like I can achieve naturally. And
Christian, that's so cool, man. It's such a hard, like you're at such a difficult age to have that perspective. And man, I'm just like, I'm very impressed by that answer.
Appreciate that.
Also, you know, bodybuilding at the highest levels is so much more. I mean, obviously there's a chemical component to it, but you see a lot of people that really, really push the chemical aspect of it to try and make up for the lack of gifts in the genetics department, you know? And it's like, I always think about Phil Heath. Phil Heath was he won his IFBB Pro card as a natural, and I believe he was only an enhanced athlete for like a year before he like became a Olympia level competitor, before he started training with like Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, look at him, like he's natural right there. So you have like the genetic component of it. Like you specifically have the genetic component of it, to where it's like, you know, there's reasons that there's certain bodybuilders that come out of their bodybuilding career and they're basically fine, and then there's reasons that some people come out of it and they're not fine.
And that's the big thing that I really put into account.
John Meadows comes to mind for me on that.
Right.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
That's the big thing that comes when it, like what I've thought about when it came to my bodybuilding career. I'm not looking to become the youngest IFBB Pro or the youngest Mr. Olympia. I'm here for longevity.
Yeah.
If I can say that I've made it to the Olympia, I'm cool with that. Like I'm not trying to go on the Olympia stage when I'm 23. I'm not trying to put years off my life, because I have a lot of goals that I want to achieve. Like I eventually want to have children. I want to grow the legacy that I'm building today.
Dude, you are
Man,
pretty well-rounded, thoughtful person.
shout out to your mom.
Yeah.
You said earlier that she's gonna be upset with an answer. We think she raised an awesome dude. That's pretty. That's
Because
pretty
a lot
cool,
of people
man.
have the opposite, thought process in that, and they kind of burn the candle, because when you're 23 or 22, a lot of people are not thinking about, well, what does life look like when I'm 45?
No,
but it
yeah.
comes like that. I'm telling you, it happens very quickly.
Yeah, and trust me, like it's a weird kind of dichotomy for me, because like I literally at 22, I want my whole life to be figured out tomorrow, you know?
Yeah.
And I just got to continue telling myself that, like, even the 4 or 5 years of college that I've had, that's a sliver of what my entire life's going to be.
Right.
So I got to kind of got to see the future a little bit, and just see how my future can kind of round out with the decisions that I make.
Right.
And that's why, like, in college, I wasn't really involved in the college experience. Like I went out to bars like every other week, but then I didn't really feel like, after I won my first show, I didn't feel like it pushed me at all. Like it didn't really do anything for me. And I'm not trying to hate on the people that actually do that, but I'd just rather feel good at 7 a.m. than hungover, you know?
Yeah, dude. And it's also funny, is just not to like poke fun too bad, but like the guys that we were talking about that are like, blasting all kinds of chemicals at the same time are like, not drinking, bro. Look, I don't party.
Yeah.
Like,
I
dude,
like when they go down.
I'm not
going
to
to
put that poison in my body, and then they'll inject some like Chinese peptide.
I don't want any red 40 in anything. You're like, buddy.
But you're pinning tests, brother.
Buddy.
The
I don't know if you know the gray site that you got your peptides from, but like it's probably going to be worse than red 40.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You got something?
No. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, dude, your mindset, it's just unorthodox to talk to somebody who's so grounded and comfortable with who they are at such a young age. And so I want to commend you again on that. But where do you feel like that comes from? How do you find, that maturity? Where did you get that from?
I feel like it came from a lot of just my upbringing. I had my father, he was a police officer for a lot of his career. My grandpa was an FBI agent. My mom was a nurse. Like I have a lot of like medical and just law enforcement in my family. So that led to me being a very disciplined person. And also like, just a lot of the stuff that I've been through, like, kind of trauma wise and stuff like that. It just kind of led me to growing up really quickly. Some unfortunate things like happened in like my younger upbringing, and it kind of led me to grow up really quick, and kind of just led me to understanding that I need to work really hard to achieve the life that I want, to eventually give my future generations a life that they deserve,
what advice would you give the younger version of you when he was going through that tough time?
You don't have to be perfect the entire time. You don't have to be perfect with every endeavor that you pursue. Like, you don't have to hit a home run every single at bat. You don't have to win an overall every single show. You don't have to be this perfect human being to be a valuable human being.
That's wonderful.
You don't have to share this if you don't want to, but you want to talk about any of the trauma aspects you're talking about?
I don't mind. It mainly just came from my dad. He had a tough upbringing himself because my grandpa was very poor and he didn't understand how to discipline his children here and there. And my dad, he understood the kind of downsides of his his father's upbringing. He just didn't apply it all the way. So like my grandpa was more of a disciplinary when it came to like the physical side. So like my dad did something, like he would get like spankings and stuff like that. Like I've heard a ton of stories where like he's gotten in altercations with him and stuff like that. And while I never got in an altercation with my father, I've gotten very close, but he kind of pushed more of the emotional side of it. It was a lot of days I just didn't understand which dad I was going to get. So like sometimes it would be buddy, we'd be laughing, we'd be cool. Other days it felt like I was kind of walking on eggshells. Like there's a lot of different versions of him that I kind of had to do a lot of mental gymnastics. Like it was just tough for a little while, especially when I started like growing, started hitting puberty, and like I feel like there was a time where he felt threatened of my presence in the house. And yeah, it was just a lot. He just felt threatened a lot of the time, and it led me to getting very close to physical altercation with him. So, and
this ties back though to, and I'm not to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I feel like this ties back, Christian, to what you initially said was just, you don't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
Did he through that, kind of like the way he was more on the emotional side of things? Did that come from him kind of giving you these perfect expectations?
Yeah, like it was. I distinctly remember when I was playing baseball. I played for a team called the KC Elite, and it was like a competitive baseball team. During the first like couple years that I was playing, he was pretty much literally on the dugout sideline, literally telling me what to do, like almost yelling at me if I made a mistake. And it literally led to a point where like the head coach, his wife, had to set my dad aside and say like, "Hey, you need." Yep, there's my buddy Carson. He was like a brother to me at that time.
Great flow.
Yep.
Great flow.
That's when I had the hair. Yeah, the hair, the rec specs.
Dude.
Yep.
That's a 10 out of 10 salad.
Yep. But yeah, my the head coach's wife had to set him aside and say like, "Hey, you need to just let him play. You're putting way too much stress on him being on the baseball field." And it led to a lot more stuff in high school. And then like in college, because my parents got a divorce in my junior year of high school. So it was kind of just me going back and forth, seeing my dad whenever. And then college came around. He got very distant, and our relationship turned very transactional. And because like he works at UMKC, and he's a cop over there. And at UMKC, he gets a benefit, and this benefit is pretty much what he's been like holding over my head. It's like kind of it's how I pay my bills and how I pay for groceries and stuff like that. He's always held that over my head, and it's like been like pulling teeth to like actually get him to contribute there. And it's been very frustrating for my mother because like she's been having to pay out of pocket when he doesn't really pay a ton of stuff. I'm not trying to like dog on my father because he instilled a lot of valuable things in me. It's just like I definitely know where his flaws lied, and throughout college, that's where I kind of understood that I needed to grow from the trauma that I had as a kid, because it kind of really stuck with me. Like the trauma that you go through, like as a kid, while it's never your fault, it eventually becomes your responsibility to grow from it and to heal from it. Because if you don't, you're going to put that exact same trauma onto your kids, and then the cycle continues.
if you don't have a girlfriend right now, Christian, just know that a bunch of women, if they listen to this, they're going to be lining up to talk to you because they're like, this man is healed. I need to talk to him. The amount of red flags
I will say most people don't realize that. What made you realize that?
That's crazy, dude. Like
because
you're so wise beyond your years on that.
I mean, we obviously manage a lot of young people that have similar issues, or they don't realize that they have those similar issues, but they manifest in different ways. And a lot of times you have to like hold a mirror up to them for years and years and years for them to start understanding like what they're doing, because they're not self-aware of the things that they're doing. But you're super self-aware of those things. So what was the trigger that made you realize like, I gotta,
and when you act out, man, no one typically has anybody in their circle to be like, hey, you're acting out. Where's that coming from?
Oh, I have my older sister, Jade Miles. She's a psychologist, and she's always one to call me out when I'm doing something wrong. Like when I'm
great, she's dissecting you.
Oh, she
I know what you're doing.
When I think I'm the shit, she'll bring me back down to earth. Like especially like when I was going to the Ben Weeders in Virginia, she was definitely putting me in my place, because like I had like kind of the prep mindset, and I was like getting pissed off at any little thing. She was like, okay, you need to chill out. So my sister and my mom, they've been the ones that have definitely been kind of keeping me grounded and just making a mindset instilled in me that I'm a good person, but I'm never going to be a perfect person. And the fact that I'm not going to be a perfect person is something that I want to grow into. Like I'm never going to be a perfect person, but the fact that I'm consistently wanting to improve, that's where I can be content with my character.
Better.
Yeah, that's good, man. Because a lot of people, it's the not good enough syndrome that a lot of people that go through what you've gone through have, and they're always trying to. If they're not, Jeff says this a lot. If he's not you're
not the best, you're the worst.
You're the worst. Yeah.
All or nothing.
Yeah, and that's kind of the mentality that I made for myself, and that's what I want to continue harping to everybody.
Yeah, if you're not first, you're last. But believing that is crazy.
Exactly.
It's crazy. But like, see, no one would ever admit that they think that, but their behavior tells you that.
No, for
you know
sure.
what I mean? Like they don't see it that way. And that's what I'm talking about with the self-awareness part. Well, let's get into something really positive, dude. Like this, all of this success that you've had so far in bodybuilding, and how you've represented yourself on social media. You're able to obtain a sponsorship. Tell us what that was like.
Vosis. Those guys are super cool. Shout out to those.
Yeah,
shout
out Vosis.
Yeah, it was during my prep, and I was just posting on social media. I met the owners.
I always thought it was Vosis, by the way, so now I'm embarrassed.
No, I was so scared.
I've been saying Vosis this whole time like an idiot.
I was so scared to make a post about them because I didn't want to say their name wrong. So
you made sure to clarify?
Yeah, I made sure to clarify that it was Vosis. So
sick.
But yeah, they hit me up saying like, hey, we want to kind of sponsor you. We'll give you like free pre-workout, and we'll give you a code, and we can give you a really good community. And I will say I was a little hesitant at first because like I didn't know like what sponsorships meant, and like I had gotten scammed a time or two, So it definitely blossomed into something really cool.
I think we were talking earlier than the earlier before the podcast, and you had a very good mindset on sponsorship. When it comes to basically working with a brand, what specifically do you feel like is your responsibility, and what are you looking for in a brand to be a good partner for you?
Personally, like when it comes to just the base of it, you just got to be authentically yourself, because I see a lot of people on social media putting on like a character to please the most amount of people, and that never creates a authentic audience. So I'm never stressing about getting a sponsorship in a week or tomorrow. I just understand that I'm posting my authentic self, and I'm posting what is 100% me. And if a company eventually comes out and says like, hey, we see this, that'll be even better than me just like posting something that I don't feel passionate about, and I'll have to continue to do that for years and years on end. And then there comes a point in time where like the business comes into play, where you have to put up numbers. Like Young LA is not just going to sponsor me if I'm not selling my code. If I'm not selling their product, they're not going to give me free stuff. They're not going to fly me out to these exotic locations if I'm not putting up numbers for them, you know?
Everything's earned.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. You, what is it about Vosis though specifically that you like, and then what do you think about their product as far as how it stands out amongst others?
Their product stands out to me. I tried out their formula, like their Baja Boss flavor, their formula, and I was just dialed in the entire workout. Like the mental clarity and just everything that was formulated in that concoction. I definitely loved. Then the guys, just the community there. Like my buddy Z, he was signed with them, and him and I really go at it in the gym, and it's just been a fun time, like just making content with everybody and just kind of seeing the company grow.
Do you see that content creation, amongst like your age group right now in that 18 to 24 range? It seems like it's become like the floor seems like it's gotten so high, right? Whenever Kyle and I were much younger, we were around for, the start of Instagram, start of Facebook.
I was your age.
Right. Quite literally.
Yeah.
And so whenever that all started, it was like, you could just post a photo, like a singular slide.
You're like, here's a picture of me.
Yeah. And it could go far.
Oh, yeah.
But the floor seems to be so high now. Do you see the number of people that are looking to grow a social media following? Do you see that number increasing or decreasing? And what's your basis behind that thought?
I see it increasing because there's more and more people that are in like the same space that are becoming popular. And what I mean by this is like there's more and more 17, 18-year-old guys that are getting sponsorships and that are blowing up on social media. So it kind of instills that mindset of like a younger guy saying like, okay, I can do this too. And that's why this fitness industry is getting so saturated, because they're trying to kind of replicate the exact same formula of how they blew up.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of not, like I said, they're not posting their authentic self, and they don't understand that they're posting that stuff that they think is cool and like they think is fun.
Bro, there was a time where like gyms were so against you posting content.
Yep.
Because it was against the waiver that you had to sign in the beginning of like, in the background, you can't be having people in the background of your story, and I remember there was a girl that worked at a downtown gym here in Kansas City, and she was like, dude, I got guys that like are stalkers that follow my page. If you're getting me in the background of your video, I don't want these people showing up at my work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
And I was like, I never thought of it like that, But I think like in this day and age, you can't really expect people not to be posting themselves on social media, and you're not going to be in the background. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to, I don't know.
I think as long as people just kind of show respect for other people, because like in my gym videos, there's people in the backgrounds working out. I do my best not to just be obnoxious about it. I try not to like yell super loud. I try not to like slam my weights and stuff, like basic gym etiquette. Like as long as you're practicing that sort of stuff, I don't see a problem with it. And if there's a gym that blatantly has like on their sign that I can't film, then I just won't film. It's personally, it's not that deep for me.
It's pretty cut and dry. But
have you seen that guy that's like 19 years old and he's a husky fella, but he's pretty strong?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And he's like, some
the Gentile lifts.
Lifts.
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite of what you just described. He's like, I'm going to be like literally the most obnoxious person in this gym.
Hey, more power to him, man. Like
I think he's got quite a big
there's
following.
the originality at least. He's not following somebody else's. Throw him up here, Luke. Let me see Gentile lifts.
Absolutely.
Holy hell, dude.
He's a big old dude. He's strong too, like really strong.
The way he talks, he's like, got 2 pancakes on each side.
2 jelly donuts.
2 jelly donuts.
He's 19 years old and he talks like he's 45.
Yes.
Yeah,
he's like Frank, what's his face?
Go to one where he's talking.
Does he talk like Frank, what's his face?
Go to that night. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, this one.
No, yeah.
That one's a good one.
One in the middle?
Yeah. I'm stuck in this pose.
Hold on. Show it again. Go to the next one. Dude, what's his name? Frank, what's his face, dude? It's like, swallows the goal, size is the prize.
I don't know.
Remember, he's like taking 120. I'm taking 150s on the. He's like,
That dude will go and he'll
He was like
grab
the first to
like
do it.
150s or something
yeah.
and be benching them and then just throw them on the
Oh,
ground.
Yeah, he'll throw him.
I kind of internally die when he does it. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, he'll go on like the V-bar squat and like shoulder press it
Right.
and just like hog all the plates.
I think you need to get that outfit going, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh man, I've
straight
never
90s bodybuilder outfit.
I've never been one to like wear like I've never been fashionable in
Yeah.
the fitness industry. It's literally like if you talk to anybody that works at Iron House, it's literally I'm either wearing like an S2 shirt or just a sweatshirt.
Right. I mean, it feels like, do you feel the pressure on social media to do something like that makes you, I mean, this is against exactly what you just said, which is authenticity, but to stand out?
Not really.
before you answer that question, this is the original.
Oh yes, I've seen this guy.
Dude,
Give me
he's,
some audio.
Yeah, he's the original Gentile lifts.
Yeah.
he's not doing good, man. He had like a,
Yeah, he
like
did
a
have,
quadruple bypass or something.
Something like that.
No one would have saw that he was unhealthy by these videos.
I don't think he was all that big though, dude. If you look at like he looks big
From,
in
like,
that
the angle of the camera
right?
in the
The
car,
angle
yeah.
of that camera makes him look big, but I don't think he was ever more than like 200 pounds.
It's like,
Really?
let's see you talk like that. Taking 150s for a ride on the incline.
Right, right.
Yeah, but to be honest, like more power to the guys that like are willing to do that. I want people outside of social media to kind of see me as like, because the problem with Gentile lifts, like I can definitely see a lot of people thinking he's a douchebag and just kind of a gym cell, I guess.
Yeah, what kind of energy are you bringing?
Yeah,
Well,
it's
Right? Like, what's that energy?
He's basically just deploying if it's just trying to get attention at all costs and
Yeah.
knowing that like 50% of people won't like you, but that if you can increase the amount of the other 50%.
yeah, it's like if 10,000 people follow me and 50,000 people don't like me,
Right.
who cares, you know?
Right.
And like, I know I'm not gonna make every single person my friend here and there, but I just want the overarching like thought of me to be just like, okay, he's a hard worker, very down to earth, stuff like that, you know? And I really don't care if I blow up or not, you know?
Right.
Well, outside of Boy Kibble, which did blow up,
Yeah.
what's another piece of content that you've done that like that was unassuming that had some success to it, if you will, from a virality standpoint?
There's two that come into mind. I would post like videos that had like a certain format. It was like I was 22, natural, 210 pounds. I was trying to be an IFBB pro or something. Like the goal was to be IFBB pro. I would like post like that little text thread and then just post like a video of me like flexing on Instagram. And that's what got a lot of, one of these. It doesn't get a ton of traction now since I'm like in my bulking phases, but when I was in prep, like those would blow up because people would kind of have that argument of like, oh, you're not natural.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the thing is like if you can get a couple of people on there being like this isn't natural, it's like, oh, this
that's kind of as far as I
These
would
posts
go
are about to get
kind of-
spicy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of as far as I would go to kind of like really push the virality of my videos. Then there were other ones where I had like this series called like Ore Farming on like at Mizzou, where I would like go to cool parts of my Mizzou campus and like go in my posing trunks and just pose. It definitely took a lot of me to get there because I definitely had to go like late at night or early in the morning because I did not want anybody seeing me with my posing trunks on. But it made for a lot of cool videos though.
The cute girl walks by you that's in your class and she's
Yeah,
like,
there's that one.
Christian? And you're like, oh, anyways.
Yeah, anyways. Yeah, this one was like super early in the morning before like anybody came on campus. So I like, would set up my tripod and just do a lot of like known locations at Mizzou.
Bro, there is a janitor looking
hit
out
the
a
columns?
window at you that's like,
Have
what
you hit the
the
columns?
hell is
I did
going
hit the
on?
columns, yeah.
Show me the columns,
I did hit
Luke.
the columns.
Dude, that's dope, man.
Oh.
Bro, whenever you graduate, that needs to be you with the
on my graduation.
Just the
Bro,
graduation
because
hat.
that was
No,
20
like just the hat on with the posing trunks.
for sure.
Hitting it the morning of.
You got to reshare that every now and then because I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
that's just one of those that like could hit, you know. How many views did you have on it?
Oh man, I can't. I don't remember. I know it was in like maybe over 5K. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's crazy. I mean, dude, that's awesome.
But yeah, I had a lot of locations at Mizzou, and it was super fun. And then there was like some cool videos that I would make at my apartment complex. I was literally like walking over to do like my cardio. Yeah, those ones. I was walking to do over my cardio, and I saw like this really beautiful scene, like literally just that scene right there. I was like, dude, the sun literally like hits perfectly.
Perfect.
I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I need to do this. I saw and I tried to get in the pool, but it was locked. So I was like, dude, I gotta climb the fence. I gotta do this right now. So
And what's the views on that one?
oh, those have gotten a decent amount of views. I would say like in the 5K, 10K range.
Well, here's what's so funny. It's like, dude, nowadays it's like the algorithm just not doing you right because those are awesome. And like someone will, just be like, follow me as I run 3 miles and like fucking 100,000 followers, or 100,000 likes, or 100,000 views.
It is kind of like a little.
couldn't sound more like
it's
your
like
grandpa.
a lottery,
No,
because that's why everyone's like, it's just got to be volume. You
No,
got to
yeah,
just
like-
post.
consistency above all else.
A guy named Higher Up Wellness, he posted a video that really resonated with me. And when it came to social media, he was like, dude, every video that you post is a lottery ticket. So if you post 5 times a day, you take 5 lottery tickets. Yeah. So like
a good way of looking
you
at
never
it.
know which of these videos is going to blow up.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, dude.
there'll be those videos that get 5 to 10,000 views, and then there's literally a video of me eating ground beef and getting over 150,000 views,
Arguably the most influential influencer in the world, Mr. Beast. His
Mr. Beast, yeah.
his first ever viral video was him just counting to 100,000.
Exactly. Like it's weird. Like,
He's like, I'm going to count to 100,000. 1, 2, and like really did it.
like
all
some
the way
people
through.
like that. Like
Oh my god.
That's it. Yeah, that's how he did it.
That's what if
That
you
was
like
his
if
home
I was
run.
in jail and they're like, let's torture this guy.
Yeah.
You put on that video.
But he was
somebody
just trying to
counting
post interesting
100,000.
content. And then the next one, he's like, because he got a little
I'm
bit
gonna
of
count
follow-
down from
The
100,000.
first,
exactly.
I don't know. That story is just really good. I mean, Mr. Beast is so unbelievably popular, obviously, but yeah, when he got his first deal where someone was like, "We'll give you $5,000," he's like, "Awesome! I'm gonna go give it to a homeless person." We'll just video that.
Yeah.
And they were like, "What?" And he was like, "Well, yeah. I mean, like, I'm trying to build a channel. Like, wouldn't that be interesting?" They're like, "Well, if you're gonna really, really give that to a homeless person, we'll give you 10."
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like, "Okay." And he's like, "I'll just go hand it to him."
yeah.
And then it was born.
Is that where that came from? That trend on social media was originated from
Like
Mr.
everybody's
Beast.
trying to give.
I would think so.
Everyone does it now.
Well, he did his own.
I like the one where the guy hands out machetes to homeless people. Have
Oh
you
my
seen that?
God.
No,
Yeah,
I've
I've seen
not.
that.
But that's
You saw it?
Yeah, I've seen
I was
that
like,
one.
That's
it's
a
like
Gentile
machete,
gaze.
like taped to like a bottle of vodka, and I'm like, oh man, I've entered a dark place on
there's
social
definitely-
media.
There's definitely some weird videos when it comes to.
My
homeless
God,
people.
Kyle, what's your algorithm?
I know. I was like, what did I click on? How I ended up here?
So, anyways, yeah, I mean, he's got his own Mr. Beast philanthropy page where it's just like a whole channel dedicated to them doing. I mean, this really happened. He got it was 100 wells dug in Africa to get fresh
Yeah.
water, and there was somebody from Africa that was super upset with him, saying that we've been trying to do this for 10 years, this is my life's work, and then you come in here and get all the credit. And he was like, well, I did it. I don't know what you want me to say. I thought they needed water, so I got them water.
And that's kind of in a world where people just don't see that you're doing enough, and anything that you can do, it's not enough, And it just gets to a point where it's like, okay, I did something good, and you're ungrateful for that. It is what it is. How you feel about it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's easy to be a
I remember
cynic.
Mr. Beast did get a bunch of flack because I think he tried to cure a bunch of people's blindness.
That's right.
He paid for a ton of people's procedures to make them see again, and he got so much backlash from it. And I was completely confused.
How could we possibly
how
be
could
upset
we
with this
possibly
guy?
be mad
Yeah.
at this?
What was the backlash?
I think it was because he makes too much money. I think that was literally the thing.
And he
with
doesn't
it.
have to give any of it back, but chooses to. And,
Exactly.
and
And-
that makes him.
Hold on. So
How you give your money back is wild to get critical
Yeah,
on
the
somebody.
problem that they were trying to argue was that he makes too much money, but it was on a video where he's giving this money away, and he's actually
Changing
putting his
people's
money-
lives.
changing
Yeah.
people's lives for the
Yeah.
better.
The world is a
It's super
very
weird
confusing place, man.
because they pair him with a lot of the the billionaires in the world that just don't do anything with their money. You know,
Is Mr. Beast a
There is
billionaire?
no billionaires that do
Well-
nothing with their money. I feel like at this point, like there's so much
yeah, you know,
philanthropy done. It's, I mean, yeah. I mean, anywho,
He's
you
a
were saying-
billionaire?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
he's
dude,
like-
that's
millionaires.
He is wildly, profitable. I mean, like here's like to truly get everybody to understand the level of influence that he has. Okay, go to his channel right now, Luke. Mr. Beast's subscriber count, I believe, is over 200 million.
Oh yeah.
It might be way more than that. Okay, which means like if you subscribe, right, then like that video is getting served to whoever subscribes to you for them to view towards the top of their list of things to watch.
Yeah,
right.
like over 469
million now. Okay, so almost 500 million subscribers.
Exactly.
So that's on his just normal channel, not all the rest of them, right? And now he's on Prime Original. He's getting a lot more views elsewhere. But bottom line, think of this: it is, I believe, look up right now too, Luke. As you're doing this, I need you to look up one more stat for me. How much money was a Super Bowl commercial? Okay, for 2026, what was a 30-second?
I think it was
ad
10 million.
10 million.
per 30 seconds. So if it's a 60-second, it might have been 20 million, right? So let's take a look. Yeah, it'll work. Just that. 8 million for 30 seconds.
Wow.
So 60 seconds might have been, let's say, look, a more high demand spot reaching up to 10 million. The viewership, okay, on one commercial, right, on the Super Bowl, the record for the most viewers ever during a Super Bowl was, I believe, Chiefs-Niners or Chiefs-Eagles recently. And I believe it's 120 to 130 million total viewers.
Yeah.
So Mr. Beast's normal videos get way more than that.
Oh yeah.
116 million for viewers, right? That was this most recent.
And that's every other
That's
day
not the
for
best.
Mr. Beast.
But Mr. Beast, that's light work. That's
Yeah.
a week. That's a week he'll get that many viewers
Oh, yeah.
on one of his videos.
And his influence is so high. Literally, people follow him just because they could potentially have the situation where Mr. Beast comes up to him and say like, "Hey, if you're following me on TikTok, I will give you $10,000."
Yeah.
Right. He does that.
And people just do, and people follow him just based
I'm giving
off
out
of that.
100 iPhones to my followers. Just subscribe. I'll randomly send you an iPhone.
So like nobody
Stuff
wants
like
to be
that.
the person that's like, okay, Mr. Beast literally came up to me yesterday and I'm not following him, so I
Right.
don't get $10,000.
Yeah.
So
He
like,
leverages that pretty well.
yeah, like that's the amount of leverage that he has with his social media.
Like that's just like this. We always use the Super Bowl as like the stat of like how much was the Super Bowl ad this year?
yeah,
It's the most expensive, 30 seconds you can buy in advertising. And Mr. Beast is just getting that many views on one video. He's 950. So he's like the most influential person, I feel like,
no, for sure.
maybe in the world outside of like
No way.
outside of like Donald Trump and Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
I was going to say Taylor Swift before
Taylor Swift,
Donald
yeah.
Trump.
I'm thinking of like most influential, but
Right.
all I'm getting at is just it's a bananas like what he's
Yeah,
done
like
with YouTube.
909 million. views.
909 million views for one video.
Is that it?
That's it. Anyways, yeah, it's bananas. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I might be sounding like a
Protein
boomer
Bros
for being
close.
yeah, dude, we're getting there.
We're
We're
getting there.
coming up.
But I feel like I might.
You
sound
follow
like
Protein Bros? If you don't, then you don't get a jug of protein.
You don't get this shaker.
You know?
Free protein tub for whoever subscribes to Protein Bros.
Right.
What was your feeling the moment you found out that we had reached out and you were going to be on the Protein Bros podcast?
I was excited because like I really I've paid attention to you guys for a long time and seeing like people that were like super close to me, like Caleb, Hani Rambaud was a really cool one that I see a lot of positivity with, and I was just saying like, damn, these guys like interview a lot of people that are like really close to me, so I was like, that'd be cool if I could like come on here.
Well, dude, what number of podcasts is this for you?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, have you done another podcast?
Oh, this is literally the first podcast.
Sick, man.
Well, hell yeah.
I'm glad.
We're
I'm
psyched
glad
to
it's
have you,
been
man.
the first podcast for you, man.
Yeah.
You've done great. Dude.
You got a lot of great things coming your way, and probably this is a great time to wrap up. I got a couple quick questions for you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to ask you the same one that we asked Hani,
Okay.
and that is, if you were to build your most perfect ever Mr. Olympia, what body feature per athlete? You know what I'm saying? I might not be asking that well.
Oh man.
If you're building your best ever Mr. Olympia, whose arms, whose chest, whose legs? Build your perfect Mr. Olympia.
Perfect Mr. Olympia. I would say back would probably be either Of course, Ronnie Coleman's or Kai Green's would be the back. Chest, I'd probably say Phil Heath or Arnold, of course. Arms, oh man, arms. If it was like overall shape, I would do Keon Pearson's for sure. Overall shape, chest would be Arnold, back Kai Green, legs, Big Rammy, of course, Big Rammies. Oh man, arms. Man, I'd probably do Jay Cutler's arms.
Yeah, man, those are all great answers.
If it was classic physique though, I can't remember his name, but his Instagram handle is One Punch Naz, and he has the most insane classic physique I've ever seen. Like that is my dream physique.
One Punch Naz.
Yeah.
I got one question to add on to this. Arnold, obviously next weekend. Does Mike Summerfield, does he do it again? Does he win?
Oh, I think Mike will definitely pull it out. I definitely want to see Wesley Vissers and see how he progressed, because the big weak point in his physique was his legs. So if he brings his legs up, he definitely gives Mike Summerfield a run for his money.
Yeah,
because that's the thing with the Arnold too, is like they kind of look for like an Arnold-esque physique,
right?
And Wesley Vissers definitely has that.
He definitely does. He's a little bit taller,
big tall guy.
Mike's lats like go to his hips. It's kind of just straight triangle into legs.
I'm definitely one of the guys that says like he could do like incredibly well in open.
Right. Yeah, he definitely could. Definitely could. And I mean, he's heavy enough to compete in the open too.
Nah, for sure.
All right, we're gonna end this with something new.
Okay.
Quick hits. All right, we're gonna give you some quick hit questions, or usually some like 1-word answers.
All right.
And this is how we're gonna
be on your toes. Be ready.
That's
on
right.
my toes.
All right. What is one guilty pleasure song that you listen to that pumps you up in the gym that you're not exactly excited to tell everybody?
Ooh, man, it's like something Marmalade. It has like pink in it.
Lady Marmalade.
Yeah,
come
Lady
on.
Marmalade.
I mean, how do I know that?
Lady Marmalade.
That's like Christina Aguilera. Pink.
Yeah, that's my big one.
Go to cheat meal when it's time to cheat. What are you having?
Crumble cookies.
Do you have a favorite kind of crumble cookie?
Oh man,
Like if it's on the menu or saying screw it, I'm getting it.
I'd probably say like any of the sugar cookies that have like the really thick frosting on it.
Damn.
Like any of those.
Those are a good call. Greatest pre-workout of all time.
Greatest pre-workout of all time. Vosis, of course.
Good question, or good answer. Now, you can only have one protein bar the rest of your life. Which one do you pick?
Anabar.
The Anabar. What flavor?
I'd say the s'mores flavor.
Oh, over Cookie Monster.
Or the fruity crunch cereal flavor.
Oh, okay.
You can only scoop one protein powder for the rest of your life. What protein powder do you pick?
Ooh. Action Sledge, maple syrup on pancakes.
Damn, that one's a popular one.
Deep cut.
Over the peanut butter honey, huh? All right.
Yeah, I'm more of a fan of that one.
Okay.
Where is one place you've never trained that you would just dream to train?
Muscle Beach. I would love to train in their outdoor facility.
Damn, dude, that's a good answer too. That'd be like Gold's Muscle Beach,
Yeah, for sure.
or the actual just Muscle Beach itself. Isn't there like
I know there's Gold's Gym.
There's Gold's Gym Venice,
Right.
and then there's
They
Muscle
both-
Beach.
They're both outside, but what you're talking about is on the beach,
Yeah,
right?
on the beach. I've been seeing people like work out over there. I would want to definitely work out on the beach.
That'd be sweet.
Greatest heavyweight bodybuilder of all time.
All time. I'm gonna say Dorian Yates.
Okay.
Of course, like the popular one, Ronnie Coleman. Like that's statistically the best heavyweight bodybuilder of all time. Personally, my favorite is Dorian Yates.
Greatest movie you've ever seen.
Sandlot.
Oh,
We're gonna end it right there. That was the perfect answer.
All right, perfect answer.
Perfect answer. That's it. Hey, Christian, we
Thank
love
you
man.
for coming
Thanks
on,
being
dude.
here.
Yeah, of course.
Such
Good
an
luck
awesome
in your
dude.
career, man. Really pumped to see how it goes.
Dude, go. Keep being awesome, and hopefully we'll have you back on here and talk about what you've done in the past since the last episode.
Of course, yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Thanks,
Awesome.
man.
Thank you guys.